Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll give it to the back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try the toss to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Clemson.
They'll line up for a second down play. Trying the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try the run. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the option. Now the toss. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The noise level is relentless here on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. On the move at the 30. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Georgia going up tempo.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He'll try it again. The Tigers have enough for the 1st down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
7, Georgia 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The option look. Now the pitch. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. On the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They try to get it outside on the left. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to FIU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Georgia comes quickly to the line. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the off.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. On the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Second down coming up. Goes to the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Clemson is quick to the line. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
Handoff to the lone back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's taking the shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Clemson jumps to the line. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed, and the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Looking to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Connors. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Georgia going up tempo. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Second down after that incompletion. Movement here from the tight end. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Finds his big tight end.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They move the tight end all over. On fourth down, going to the air. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. The 20, the 10. Touchdown Tigers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Kentucky. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Now improvising. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback checking the play. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way?
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot.
Tight end.
Couldn't hook up.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's Coffee. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over 100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And that's a 1st down.
Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
And that's another 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 35, Georgia 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run the option. Gets it past the marker. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Give him 114 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
Clemson set up with another first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They want that clock to run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground with the running back. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Smashes through. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware of that. It's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another 1st down, fresh set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Fires to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. A run for the quarterback. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. The corners are walked up tight. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Now on the move. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air, it's Coffee. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over at the 44. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.